So could you talk about international law? Do you get applications that talk about that? And how do you typically view that?
Yeah, so yeah, we do. And it's funny because a lot of people think that because of what's, going on lately in the news, especially in the last few years, that when they say international law, they're actually talking about immigration law, for example. The first general point is do your research. If you're going to talk about, the specific fields of law that you want to be in, that you're really passionate about, even if you didn't do it before, but now you really feel passionate about it, make sure you're calling it the right thing. Because that just shows, again, that, as you said, kind of some naivete. And as I said, you don't need to be an expert on it, but if you've read at least a few articles, you'll know it's called immigration law, as opposed to, let's say, international human rights law. Now, if you're really interested in international human rights law, or really any field of law, there should be something that that you're talking about that sparks that interest. And you don't necessarily have had to work in that field. It could be something new for you, but I want to know why. I want to know what sparked your interest. Even if it's something, in the news, that's okay. That's great. That's why a lot of people are inspired to go to law school. Just make sure you're talking about the right thing. And let me think. Specifically to international human rights law, I would say that because it is such a kind of specific field, as opposed to, let's say, like criminal law or corporate law, I would recommend, frankly, doing some specific research about the schools that you're applying to, and seeing, what programs they have for that. So we have an international human rights fellowship. So, I don't think that you should necessarily say, I can't wait to be involved in this international human rights fellowship, because that always feels like you're kind of playing to, trying too hard. But seeing that there are opportunities at the school, and maybe weaving that in somehow to your essay, and talking about the opportunities that you hope to kind of take advantage of, could really help. And again, shows that you've done the research, that you've really thought about it.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.